This is a reading for the water signs, Pisces, Cancer, and also Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It would be for the upcoming full moon in Cancer. We're going to dive into your theme. What are some challenges and things you need to let go of? What are the potentials coming up for you? And also some advice. So let's dive into it. Spirit guides, I ask for you to be here today as we tap into the water signs. For those watching this video, for this up and coming full moon in Cancer, please let us know what the theme, let us know what challenges, what do they need to know, what's for their highest good, and also their potential timeline, and also advice. Please, I pray for Archangel Michael to please protect this reading, allow us to receive clear, concise, and accurate messages for those watching the video. Thank you so much. Amen. All right. So let's see. Water signs. What is your theme? Ooh, water signs. I get Three of Swords. Let's clarify this. And then I get the Eight of Cups in reverse. Water signs. I feel like you guys are going through some conflict at the moment. I feel like you guys are also, some of you may be going through some heartbreak or heartbreak because of some sort of a conflict that you guys are going through. But it doesn't seem like you guys are able to walk away from the situation. I feel like you guys are very much in your head about what's going on. You're trying to protect yourself. I feel like you guys are going through some healing at the moment. It's been very hard for you to communicate. Maybe there's some fear about communication. Let's see. What do you need to know? What do they need to know? What do they need to know? What does water sign need to know that's watching? All right. So water signs, look. I feel like maybe there's a lot of things that are happening mentally and emotionally. Maybe you need to take some time out because it feels very overwhelming, especially with this upcoming full moon in Cancer. It can be very emotional, especially this one. It feels a little bit more intimate, and it's going to have you really evaluating your home life, what it is that you desire. I mean, evaluating things from the heart. So what comes out for you guys in terms of challenge, and also some things for you guys to know, is the Five of Wands, and also you get the Strength card. So those two, to me, it feels like maybe it's time for you guys to compromise in this situation. It's not compromising yourself, but get out of that conflict, right? And in order for you to get out of that conflict, you need to know, what can I do to not be in this place of war, be in this place of conflict, whether it's within myself or the person that I'm dealing with. You got to show yourself some strength and stand tall, whether it's your belief system. Maybe you're having issues with your boundaries. If you're having issues with your boundaries, maybe it's time for you to communicate what your needs are, okay? And that will help you step out of conflict with yourself or even the other individual. And sometimes it's really hard to face people, especially when you need to speak your truth, but it would help you significantly, okay? Because I feel like with the Three of Swords, when it's in this place, it's never a good feeling because, you know, we just got hurt and our heart's still tender. But know that this situation isn't a complete yes or no. It hasn't been fully decided yet. You're still able to make some course corrections now to improve the outcome. That's the main thing I want you to take in this reading. You have to have the courage to move through the trenches, the difficulty, through those conversations, even when it's uncomfortable. What is your potential outcome, water sign? Eight of Swords. Too many. Okay. All right. So this is what I'm getting for you guys, water signs. You get the Eight of Swords. You get the Eight of Pentacles coming in as reverse. You get the Nine of Swords upright. And then you get the Fool card. So this is what I'm getting for you, water signs. I feel like you guys may be feeling like you're going through this alone, just because the potential outcome, what it looks like for what I'm getting so far, is that you may be losing faith, maybe losing sleepless nights because you feel like whoever it is that you're dealing with or this situation, things aren't moving forward. Be careful to not get in your head about things, because you may be picking up on the energy of others that you could be misinterpreting it as your own, which is also, it could be one of those things where you're picking up on the collective's energy, or your environment could be negative. And if that's the case, that could be convoluting this whole situation as well. So you need to be careful with your sensitivity, especially during this time, because the full moon in Cancer, it could really throw you for a loop, because the energy, it's so intimate, and it's having us do so much self-reflection on how we choose to love ourselves, who we choose to love, how those relationships work. Because as we're moving into 2026, many of us are going to desire to change our existing community to find people that are more in alignment with us, right? With our truth. So what I want you to do is be careful not to stay in that negative place where you're not seeing things for what they are, okay? There is slow progression, but the progression is not going to be what you expected it to be. That may cause you to not have faith in the situation or the individual. Advice, I'm getting unfinished business. Water signs, maybe some of you are having a hard time speaking your truth. Maybe that's the case. Maybe you're feeling like your truth isn't landing the way you thought it would. So the advice that I'm picking up from Spirit is, out of this card is unfinished business. This comes in as reverse. I feel like maybe this has been something you needed to address a long time ago, but you didn't want to come out and say it full on, which I understand. Some things take a little time, but this may be one of those things that you may have to sit on for quite some time before you could actually revisit again. I think maybe more healing needs to happen. You don't need to resolve this right now. Maybe it's okay for the time being, water signs, to sit on this for now and resolve later, that type of situation. Water signs, look, I think once you move out of this energy, things will get better. Right now, I highly advise for you guys to do a lot of cleansing on yourself, ground your energy, drink plenty of water, stay hydrated, because you may be feeling a lot. And if you guys are, let me know in the comment section. I would love to know what you guys are going through. It has been things have been a little emotional leading up to the New Year's. And that concludes your reading. Water signs, if you guys enjoy the reading, please let me know. Don't forget to like, comment, and share. If you guys are interested in booking a personal reading, feel free to check out the link in my bio. Thank you so much for watching.